Hey guys, how we doing? Jeff Pazoka here. It is Tuesday night, July something. Wednesday morning, actually, Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. Bit of some upgrades here at Moosehead Studios, and this is a new video. Basically, I'm going to be going over a lot of details. This is going to be a long video, so be prepared. But this is all the details and everything, all the upgrades that have happened so far over the past couple months up in Moosehead Studios here. So without further ado, let's go. All right, so as in other videos, we go up. We are in the garage, and that was my mess. Don't mind the garage mess, but let's go up the stairs. Rather steep stairs here. It's the only downfall about this space, because my house is over 100 years old. This actually used to be a carriage house. So yeah, that's what this used to be, and they put a finished room, which is where the studio is. And as you go up the stairs, you have an old Sabian symbol poster, Guitar Hero 2 poster I got back in the day. They live out here. Let's see here, what else we got? Dream Theater poster, the 20th anniversary, some Rick and Morty stuff, various things, my drum cases, extra hardware, some other cases. No longer around, but Smile Empty Soul. Got to see them a time or two back then with the original members and had them autograph the posters, so that's an old poster there. Some more Rick and Morty stuff and another Dream Theater Black Cloud Silver Linings show poster, anniversary tour. That was a good show. And then, yeah, the door, which leads into Moosehead, and all my stickers and various things I attach. So, alright, here we go. And here we are. Welcome to Westfield, Massachusetts, and this is Moosehead Studios. Well, studio. There's only one, not multiple ones. But I'm going to do a panoramic turn around here, and then I'm going to go into detail about everything as I turn. Kind of give you guys a lay of the land here. And there's the door we just came through. And keep going. And there. Okay. And here we go. Alright. So, a lot of things to go over here tonight. Excuse me, just getting a drink here. So let's start with the small details, and then we'll work on to the bigger stuff. So I am a big Dream Theater fan, and so I have various elements of Dream Theater throughout the studio, as you saw coming up the stairs. This is an older Dream Theater bandana here. This is our chart where we write everything out of our songs, and all the musicians that I'm playing with can see that. So that's that. And above that, I have a set of drumsticks. But that's signed by the band Taproot. It was a popular band back then. I don't think they're around anymore, but it's autographed on the bottom drumstick by all the guys of Taproot. So that's kind of a cool thing to have. Let's see here. And to my left, oh yeah, more Rick and Morty stickers. But to the left is one of the times I met my biggest inspiration for playing drums, Mike Portnoy, and he autographed my ticket stub that night, so that was really cool. To the left, we have a Fender acoustic guitar, just a nice acoustic guitar just to have. This is actually my fiance's guitar, but she lets me keep it up here and everything. So there's that. Metal Hardcore Fest in Worcester at the Palladium. Saw Bury Your Dead. Really, really good New England hardcore band if you're into that stuff. So yeah, there's that. Let's see here. Going along this wall, I have more Dream Theater tour shirts, and one of Mike Portnoy's more recent bands, Sons of Apollo. I went and saw them at the Palladium, so I picked up that shirt there. And then the King of Country, Mr. Sir George Strait. I'm actually going to be seeing him with my mom in about a month or so, so that'll be really good to see. Let's see here. Vader Percussion, Mike Mangini poster. And then got the Red Hot Chili Peppers. That was the Getaway Tour. That was a good show. So that was really cool to have and everything. Coming back down here, we're going to continue on that way in a minute. We have a futon in case, we have extra people. If someone wants to sleep, they can certainly sleep up here. Those two bags are in-ear monitors for my musicians Nick and Pete. I got them their own set of ears instead of using mine. So I think they'll be very grateful for that. Let's see, moving on, we have just various stuff. I got everything kind of labeled. Mic stand parts and clips, various things. Quarter-inch patch cables, XLR and quarter-inch ends, parts, cymbal parts, memory locks, drum keys, wing nuts, just all extra stuff in these drawers. These guys here have all my other accessory cables. I got extra mics, smaller cables, patch cables, and then here I have stuff I don't use as often, but still there I got windscreens, other cables, and whatnot. So there's that, and continuing along here, just a bunch of stuff I have to organize still. Got cases, some snare drums, some metal snare drums sitting in the back there. A couple small amps, a lot of my live gear here too. My PA amp is back there. My old surround sound system, which I'll eventually hook up here in the studio. Extra cymbals and whatnot. This little rack here is kind of important, kind of cool. Contains some really good memories. Drum set clock, guitar, bass guitar, Lego, mini Lego, and a piano mini Lego set. A couple awards I got one of my days in high school band. Drumstick is from Mystic Aquarium out in Connecticut, and then those glasses were part of a Broadway production, and all us in the pit band got to wear those, so I had to have a set of those. And then an old metronome my father gave me, and it still works, which is kind of cool. So all that kind of sits there on that shelf, and then continuing along, we have various posters from productions I've been part of, various Broadway reviews, Broadway musicals. That's all there and everything. And you got this little shelf back here. It's got some percussion items on the back, a lot of books, and just extra stuff just kind of hanging out back there. And then up on the wall here, you got a poster by Evans Drumheads, Zorro, former drummer of Lenny Kravitz and everything. Actually got to see him at a drum clinic some years back, and got one of those posters, so it was really cool to see him. And then rope light, in case we need to have some extra lighting and extra cables and just extra stuff hanging on this wall. And continuing on toward the back of the drums, just some pictures of stuff I use, slat percussion, Thomas Speed Cobras, Shure air freshener when they had that back in the day. This is a nice little memory here. This is actually the cutout porthole of my old drum set, which is a blue Mapex drum set. And this is pretty much only the last surviving thing from that old drum set, so I hang on to that as a little memory of that guy there, so that's that. Okay, I'm going to come around the other way. Start back here. Let's see here, we got a portable air conditioner, very, very important, especially during the hot summer days. It gets warm up here, so that keeps this up here, pretty cool. And then we got a space heater on the bottom during the wintertime. So we've got extra patch cables, quarter-inch cables, XLR cables here on this wall. And then along here, I just finished this today. These are all my Dream Theater programs up until recently, the Distance Over Time Tour, celebrating 25 years from Scenes from a Memory. Probably one of the most amazing albums ever. So it was a really good show. Of course, as always, because Dream Theater is amazing. But yeah, so what I got was these plastic record LP sleeves because I want to protect my programs. So I just got them in today and took all these out and stuffed them all in there, and there they are. And they're in order of the tours they had programs on. There are some tours where they didn't have programs. But, yep, so that's where these came from, which is kind of cool. Kind of special thing about the self-titled one, the Along for the Ride tour, and Breaking the Fourth Wall DVD, which they filmed at the Boston Opera House. I was there for that live DVD shoot. So that was a very, very special night. So had them autograph the DVD, Blu-ray DVD case, and that was the special individual program they handed everyone the night of the show. So that was really, really cool. And then continuing, there's the T-shirt from Breaking the Fourth Wall show, and another Dream Theater shirt. I like this one. This one's really cool. So some more shirts just kind of hanging up over here on this side of the studio. And on the floor, just a couple things. My old mixer, my old SX2442FX analog mixer, which has been put out of the picture now and is going to be going to another home. And so, yep, that's just kind of sitting there, ready to go. Some extra mic stands and some other stuff here. But yeah, that's that. Let me back out here a little bit. And again, productions I was part of, complementing the posters on the other side. Footloose, Legally Blonde, the Best of Broadway, which is the group I've been mostly performing with at Springfield College, and we just recently did High School Musical. So it's very fun to do something out of the norm. So Broadway and musical productions I really enjoy playing a part of. So that's that. Coming back here, these are the now discontinued Mike Portnoy signature sticks with the purple ink, or pink, red, well, light purple, whatever color you want to call this, dark or light red ink on it. These with the Dream Theater logo, you can no longer get these. So this is the last pair that I used lightly enough and decided, you know what, I don't want to break them, so they're there just to kind of hang out forever. Moving on, nice little tribute poster someone made for me. One of my students back in the day, they drew me that, which was really nice. So got that, and then oh hey, look, we got a bass guitar. This is a National bass guitar. Cool thing about this, my father, who now lives out in Arkansas, had this bass guitar sitting in one of the buildings on his property. A couple things though: the neck was separated from the body. It had a sunburst finish, but it looked like crap. It was peeling. It was disgusting. So I got it over here, and I decided to take upon this being a project. So I stripped it. I put this. I sanded all the paint off, so it was a bare wood finish. I applied this golden amber stain on it. Painted the pick guard like this gunmetal finish. Had to buy a bridge. Had to buy some new screws and strings and fixed it up, and it works. Need to probably adjust the neck a little bit, the action, and all this other stuff. I really don't know how to play bass, but still it's here. So just something cool to have. All right, let's move on. This was a good day. I was at Portsmouth. I was a drum center of Portsmouth, New Hampshire. And sure enough, Mr. Todd Sugarman walks in and grabbed the picture with him. Really, really sweet guy. Really good dude. Today it was really nice to meet him and everything and chat with him for a little bit. And above that, we have all our ticket stubs. Well, most of them at least. There are still a few flying around somewhere. But a lot of Dream Theater shows, different shows I've been to. So it's really cool to have all those memories here and everything. let's see, Three Doors Down, Disturbed. Let's see here. Slipknot, Symphony X. A lot of good shows here. Okay, moving on. And then we have this. This has been around forever. I have this rope with just various pins on it. Let's see here. Mario, Trapped, Clerks. I don't even know what that is. Chevelle, Animal, Guitar Hero. You know, just a bunch of random stuff. I've had that since I was a kid. Oh, here's a cool thing. A cutout from the Martin Guitar Company out in Pennsylvania. Me and my friend went out to Pennsylvania. He had some friends out there. We stayed a couple days. And we ended up going out to the Martin Guitar Factory and took a factory tour. And they give that to everyone at the end of the tour, which is the sound hole cutout of their guitars. And they date it 2015. So that was a really nice little souvenir they gave everyone. And yeah, that was a really cool day. So there's that. Let's see here. Another old Sabian photo with, you know, a bunch of, oh, that glare is kind of killing. I apologize, guys. But yeah, so got a lot of faces on there, new and old. So yeah, it's a nice classic photo. Alright, let's move on. Let's keep going. Let's see here. Yeah, I guess we'll talk about the keyboard. This is my Casio keyboard. I've had this for years. My old roommate back in the day left this at our old apartment, so I just held on to it, and it's now here. It's part of the studio, and you know, someone wants to play keys. We got it here. Got a music stand for them, and this window outlooks the driveway going out to the street. So, but that's that. So yeah, nice Casio. Got a lot of cool tones in here. It is MIDI connectable, so I can connect this to an external MIDI source like a laptop or something and patch in other sounds and everything. So yeah, nice keyboard. Works well. So there's that, and then, you know, got the office chair to make it comfy and everything. So let's see here. Another little shelf. Got candy for everyone wants some candy when they show up. All things. Let's see. We got DI boxes, cable testers, pedals, tube amps, all that kind of stuff in there. Just kind of like maintenance and other things we need and everything. And then we got this guy here, a little shelf. Oh, there's a couple more of the in-ear. These are the ones the guys use, the in-ear packs. We got a shelf, drawer full of batteries, and then a drawer full of connectors, all kinds, 1/4 inch, iRigs, XLR to 1/4 inch, double-ended barrels. So yeah, all kinds of connectors you could use is all in here. And then moving on up, we have a no-name guitar. This is one of my projects I did over the winter. I got a blank guitar kit for Christmas. So I wanted a project to do. And I wanted a guitar, electric guitar, and so I was just, you know, plain wood. And once again, I stained it, painted the hardware. I picked the pick guard, the pickups, and the knobs, and did the stain. And then there's the neck. Neck could have used a little bit more stain, but whatever. And again, the action just needs to be adjusted a little bit, but we got an electric guitar and it works, so it's here in the studio, ready to go. Almost ready to go, at least. So yeah, there's that. And then a couple pictures here. That's with me and the now band known as Tala. They were once known as Next to None, which is Mike Portnoy's son, Max Portnoy, his band. And there's me with them. And here's the picture of the night with me, Mr. Max Portnoy, and Marlene Portnoy, Mike Portnoy's wife and Max's mother. So it was really cool to meet them, hang out with them and everything. So yeah, there's that. Oh, the all-important pick bag. A bunch of picks in here and cards. In case you want to have a pick made, I got a pick punch and make picks. So just a good access for all my guitar players that come and everything. Let's see here. Cables. These are mostly headphone extension cables, but probably not going to be using these too much more. But they're there in case I need them. Okay, let me step around here, and let's go back up for a minute. This is something I love. This is my Mike Portnoy Tama cloth banner. It was given to me by an old friend who worked at this local music store here in Western Mass, known as Falsetti Music. And I took this one day to a meet and greet with Mike Portnoy, and he autographed it, which is awesome. So it's a one-of-a-kind thing, and absolutely love it. So there's that. And then if we come down, we got some more. We got another animal. Animal from the Muppets. Of course, he's, got to have a spot here in the studio. Got a couple things of him. Here's him hanging out. And then some Dream Theater, the latest Distance Over Time. Keychain. The Astonishing Tour keychain. Let's see here. And then little pipe cleaner, Dream Theater insignia. And then this guy here, this is kind of a cool thing. We had this at my old place. The dates are kind of important. 3/25/14 was the day we went to that live DVD shoot for the Along for the Ride tour, and 9/30/2014 was the day the live DVD was released. So that's kind of a very, very important piece of history there for me. So there's that, and moving down, let's see here. Another nice drawn by a friend Dream Theater piece I put up. An old John Petrucci poster, an autographed Mike Portnoy poster, and my time where I met the whole band, well, the whole current band of Dream Theater. John Myung, Joan Rudis, Mr. Mangini, Pirate, Kevin James Labrie, and Mr. Petrucci, his head. And then James decided to, make a face just to give me a unique photo. So thanks, dude. See here, and then again, Distance Over Time. Picked up this bandana, which is kind of cool. So yeah, that kind of lives here. And then moving down, we have all my isolation headphones. And again, if someone doesn't want to use in-ears, they're welcome to use any one of these. And we just patch them into the board, and they get pretty good isolation because we don't use live amps up here. Everyone plugs in, and I'll explain that when we get to the audio section of this video. So, there's all that. Some various boxes of just stuff here. Let's see here. Oh, this is kind of a nice thing. So, out here, we have one of the best colleges in the country, I believe, and that's UMass, the original UMass. And they have one of the finest marching bands in the country, in my opinion. And my senior year of high school, I got elected to be part of the honor band. And this is my induction to be in an honors band, which is really, really cool. So, very, very proud of that. Alright, let's keep going. Again, we're going to get into the audio stuff in a minute. A Dream Theater hat, and then a drum head signed by various people. I think Chevelle signed it. A bunch of other bands signed it back in the day. But yeah, so that's got some signatures on it. And that's it for little stuff. Alright, that took some time, so now let's dive into more of the audio side, and then we'll finish off with the drums. Okay, so we're going to start over here in Homeland. Probably the first and foremost thing is this beautiful thing. This is the Behringer x32 digital mixer. This is the brand new thing of the studio. and just got this a couple weeks ago. Still trying to learn it. I've got some things down, but still got a ways to go, and I love it. It's a phenomenal board. It's doing everything that I want it to do, and everything I hoped and dreamed is all right here. So it's a really nice board, and yeah, so that's that. Let's see here. Got the iPad, which was really killer thing about this board is I can control this whole board from this iPad remotely, thanks to this, which is my wireless router. Let's see here, and then we got our in-ear monitor systems. We got a cheapy Takstar IEM system, but it works. And we got an Leon wireless in-ear monitor system. Now this is pretty good. The downfall is there's a limiter built in, so if volume peaks, it cuts it back, but it completely cuts it out. It just doesn't lower it. So it's kind of annoying. And then my system, which is this guy here, is the Phenyx Audio PTM10. Now this thing's awesome. I highly recommend it for anyone looking for a decent budget in-ear monitor system. This guy here. And then to the left and to the right are my Alesis Elevate 3 reference monitors. These are going to be upgraded. These are just going to be used for reference. I'm getting some full-size monitors soon. Just kind of weighing out some options right now. But yeah, when I lived in a smaller spot, these were all I could use. So they were here, and I haven't done much audio producing recently, so I haven't really used them. And now that I'm getting back into it, I'm going to be upgrading my monitors. And we got a TV up here. I'll plug my laptop, which runs my DAW or whatever else, so I can see my mix and everything and control my stuff right on this nice big TV. But I also have a DVD player, so I can watch a movie or watch something while I'm cleaning or doing a project up here. Let's see here, what else? Oh, this little guy. This little box. The blinking blue light. That's important. What that is a very cool, unique little toy. That is a Bluetooth receiver. And it's got a cable, and that cable is feeding the board. And that connects to the phone I'm recording this video on right now. So let's say I'm over at the drums, and hey, I want to play back a track that I'm jamming to, like a drumless track or something. Well, instead of connecting a wire to the headphone jack into the phone, I can just connect to that thing wirelessly and stream the music to that into the board, into my ears. So really nice little thing. A little bit more of a higher end Bluetooth of that. I think I paid like 15-20 bucks for this thing, and it works really well. It gives you the option of standard headphone jack or RCA inputs. So the flexibility there is really nice. Okay, so from the board, one of the biggest, other biggest upgrades I made was my snake. Now, if you guys seen my old videos or heard me talking about it, about a little over a year ago, I took a project upon myself and built this, which is my homemade 20-channel snake. And every single channel was on a Cat 5 cable. And it ran all around the studio, and there it was, and all the inputs are there. Thing still works beautifully. But the downfall about it was very big, very bulky, and I wanted to clean up the studio a bit more. So I decided to make a little bit of an investment. And you can see it's coming around, and there it is. It's a 16-channel, 25-foot snake. Don't remember the name brand. It is made here in the USA, and I only paid $100 for the snake. And there are two reasons why I got this. One, again, because I wanted to clean up the look and not have all those cables go around the perimeter of the wall and to the board and everything. And I wanted the ability to just unplug it and bring it to a gig if I need to. If I wouldn't be able to do that with my studio snake. And I wanted to test it and make sure it works, which it does. So there's that for, $100, get yourself a decent size, decent snake, and it works really well. I have no issues, no complaints. So yeah, there's that, and all the cables come hooking into the back of the x32. Now, my drums, because it's 16 channels, but I actually use 17. So that's where I had to buy this guy here. It's a double-ended barrel, female to female. Connect cable, and then that acts as like my 17th channel. So I could get 17, 18, 19. I could actually get 20 channels out of this, provided I get more of these barrels. But I got 2 of these, male and female, so I was able to do this. I'm able to do this again, but if I need to get a couple more, I can just pick up a couple more if I need to. And then it's the same thing over here behind the board. There it is on the bottom. There's that barrel, and flipped to accommodate that 17th channel. So all my drum mics go in to the snake, to the box. And okay, so then here are all the mics, and I'm going to go through what I use. I'm going to start from the front. So those are custom, I made them myself, sub kicks. Basically they're a car speaker, reverse wired. I put an XLR connector on the tops and wired them in, so that gives you those low end frequencies. And there is an actual I don't know if you can see it or not, there it is. There's an actual microphone sitting kind of in the center of the bass drums. Those are the Gear 1 I think M100. They're a lower end bass drum mic. I think I paid like $100 each, and there's one in each bass drum. But they do the job. They give me the low end slap and punch I need. This captures those lower frequencies that bass drum mic cannot capture, and I get a really good bass drum sound out of them. So they work really, really well. Let's see here. Let's come around to the back side, and I guess I'll start from left to right. We got a, what is this? Is this oh, an Audio-Technica, what is this thing? I don't even know what microphone this is, but a little dynamic microphone on my 13-inch snare. And then we have a Samson Q-Tom mic on my 13-inch floor tom here. And on the hi-hats, we have a CAD micro condenser. For the overheads, we have a matched pair of the Samson CO2 pencil condensers. Coming back down, on the 8-inch, we have a CAD. It says snare mic, but I use it on the 8-inch. We have a Nady tom mic for the 10, another CAD on the 12, another Nady on the 14, and